Hello. Today I'd like to tell you about a series that I saw recently called Blanche or Black Spot. This is a French TV series that talks about an isolated small town in France where it's so isolated that they don't have a network signal for cell phones or other things. Never even able to build a church because when an attempt was made to transport construction materials for the church, there was a problem and it wasn't able to arrive. So it's kind of like this city feels that they are disconnected from the rest of France and that they're left on their own. This also happens to be that they have a Celtic heritage. There's a mix between superstitions and also belief in old Celtic traditions, like forest gods and things like that, and other things a bit more dangerous. I didn't like this series, and I'll be straightforward on why. I think this series, first off, had a lot of things good going for it in terms of the setting and the cinematography. They are very good and they pull you in to that atmosphere and to the mystery of it, of what is going on, what is happening in this small village, because some strange things start to happen. People disappear, people are killed. There is all this uncertainty of what is actually going on. But unfortunately, there's a lot of just personal drama that I think was a bit too much in terms of balancing the different topics of the series. But also, after watching the whole series, it's unsatisfying because some of the major questions are left unresolved. So you might watch and be patient and say, okay, I don't like this part and this part, but I really want to know what is happening here. And you give the credit to, okay, let me give them a chance. And then you arrive at the end and you see that they just threw things away, some of the most important things. So I thought it was quite unsatisfactory in that sense. And it's a pity because I think there was lots of good things that could have been done differently. And for me, atmosphere, cinematography, it helps so much to create that mysterious atmosphere that it was a pity that the landing was like this. So I sincerely don't suggest you wasting time on this series. Watch something else, just because I think you will just come out with mixed feelings. And now I'll go a bit into the spoilers to express why. So in the series, there are some things that happen that seem to be very difficult to explain in reality. Like a person just disappearing in the forest, being taken up into the trees, a very high height, and then being dropped and killed. Some other mysterious things of people being picked up and dragged. The series, just at the end, they just forgets to explain how that was even possible. It doesn't, because they reveal at the end that the person that was dressed as one of the Celtic gods was just one of the hostages from the past, who was a hostage together with the main detective. But that doesn't explain how those things were happening. You'd have to have this supernatural power or like a very big network of special effects and people doing things with strings to be able to accomplish anything like that. So they just dismiss it and they just say, we're not going to explain this. And there are quite a few things in that department, so it's not just one aspect. And the other aspect is that you never really get to know who was the main murderer, because at least for me, the main detective and the young man who was a hostage together, although you suspect someone was, let's say, wanting to do a sacrifice to the Celtic gods, they never really reveal if it's that other woman from the bar, or why was she doing that, and how that man actually, the other hostage, became that. Because one thing is you were put through a traumatic experience. Another is that you're going to live the rest of your life acting like a pagan god in the middle of the forest. It doesn't, there's no build up, there's no explanation. So again, it's a pity. I think the series could have been much better. But hey, for other creators, here are some ideas that you might be able to pick up and do something better with. So yeah, don't waste your time on this one. For sure, there's lots of other things to watch. I'll be happy to hear your comments in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and see you all next time.